Today's growing concern for who has access to your data brings to light just how far malicious actors are willing to go. How do they attack and gain privileged information? Cyber attacks on your data come in many forms, from social engineering to complex setups that could trick anyone into giving away access to their DNS infrastructure. There are endless kinds of attacks, but a few of the more common ones include cache poisoning, man-in-the-middle, email spoofing, and DDoS attacks. Understanding how these work can help you understand how a provider like DNSimple can help you avoid DNS downtime. Cache poisoning leverages the DNS cache system. A DNS resolver might not hold the response for a request, so it will go to an authoritative name server to retrieve that and hold it in its cache. A malicious actor could redirect traffic by pretending to be an authoritative name server, giving a resolver the wrong response. Then, a user tries to connect to the site and is redirected to a malicious website instead of the correct one. Man-in-the-middle attacks try to do a similar thing to cache poisoning, but go about it in a different way. An attacker will secretly sit between a user and the resolver, taking in the requests and responses from both sides and altering them. For instance, a user might request example.com, but the malicious actor tweaks the request before sending it to the resolver, then takes the wrong address and returns it to the user as if the request went through normally. This allows the attacker to invisibly point the user to a site that they control. Email spoofing is a specific DNS attack where the attackers fake the from field in the email header, so it appears as if it's from a company or an official. They tamper DNS records and redirect mail routing, and basic searches for the company or official seem fine, so the targeted user will believe that they are valid and trust them. DDoS, or distributed denial of service attacks, are where the attackers attempt to overwhelm a server or network with a flood of traffic. They do this with a large network of bots to directly attack one website's DNS server. This causes the server to get overloaded, and real users can't get a response to load the website. How do we prevent these attacks? A DNS provider like DNSimple gives its users many different ways to safeguard their infrastructure from these attacks. For something like cache poisoning or man-in-the-middle, DNSSEC will sign your zones and ensure the responses are valid before sending them to users. And HTTPS certificates will ensure that communications between your site and users are encrypted. For email spoofing, DNSimple provides SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records, which give email servers the tools that they need to detect and reject spoofed mail. And finally, for DDoS attacks, DNSimple's anycast network and filtering keep your queries resolving even when an attacker throws everything that they have at your site. If you're ready to give it a try for yourself, visit dnsimple.com/signup to start protecting your infrastructure today.